Baseball, it is said, is just a game. True.
Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday Night Baseball on the show. Tonight So striding forward now, Jose Pirela. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
That is second baseman.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Corey Spangenberg. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's just 2 for 12. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And he is in there.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good one. That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
First delivery to him on the way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be. When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Stepping up now, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
2-2. Rounded slowly to the left side. Galvis is up with it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that can swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looped out toward third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Batting third.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in now for San Diego, Chase Headley. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Chase Headley.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And the throw is there to record the first out. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be. Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 3. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Margot on second. Galvis is over at first with 1 away. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Peralta on the move. And that is just foul. And that would have chased everybody home. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
He'll try again, 1-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away. Riding in once again, Jose Pirela, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Popped up. Goldschmidt is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tight. Up next for Arizona is Manny Tomas. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Lays off 1-0. Tomas, a Cuban-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
And he struck him out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, the guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Skied into straightaway right. Myers back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Alex Avila. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Margot is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Corey Spangenberg. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Hit out towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and that'll take care of Hosmer as well. It's a double play. Here's Will Myers. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Ramirez loves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Daniel Descalzo, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Popped him up. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Junior Ramirez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Godley. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hit. Digging in for his second at bat, Chase Headley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Headley, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And Headley will reach, hits a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there, as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 1-2. Line towards center field. Pollard is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 13.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, then get back in that box and try and do damage.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two. Popped him up. Headley in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Perella on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. Time. Digging in to try it again, Dinelson Lamet. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Marte backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Perella. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Up high, 2-1 now. The 2-1. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Spangenberg has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Before the 0-2, a look to first. Runner back standing. Here it comes, 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle. Marte gloves it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is. Here's Yasmani Tomas. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Perella moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
And a fastball just a bit up. No runs, no hits, and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Here's Will Myers. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Tomas moves over. 1 out.
Now batting.
Here's Chase Headley. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that point.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Headley at second with 2 down. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Flipped out the other way towards short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 left. Ready for another chance. Daniel Descalso 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Descalso behind 1-2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Daniel Descalso is retired leading off the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Gerard Dyson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out when the base is empty. And that misses inside 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. Myers is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. It remains 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Marte has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, Dinelson Lamet. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Behind 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jose Pirela. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Peralta is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Headley barehanded on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Digging in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A high fastball is in there.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Diamondbacks down.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it's the left-hander Jorge De La Rosa.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Riding in once again, Corey Spangenberg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul for the second strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That winds up foul. The 0-2 once more. Pitch is popped up. Descalso is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Peralta's after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Will Myers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Tomas is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Yasmani Tomas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
David Peralta.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. This is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
2 balls and a strike to count. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Perella moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Chase Head. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Lifted down the line in left. Descalzo in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Back up the middle, and Headley will reach, hits a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
From the stretch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. Digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Galvis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back in standing. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Margot leads off first with 1 away. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Grounded back up the middle. 1 there. On to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Now batting, JT Realmuto, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. A runner on first with 2 away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. And that'll be grounded foul off to the left and near Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their finals. Now at the plate, Daniel Descalzo.
Leading up the bottom of the 9th for the Diamondbacks.
Brad Hand comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Your attention, please.
First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The 0-1. Hard hit towards center. Margot is there. 1 away. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Arizona down to its last strike. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Friars jumped out to an early lead.